Hey, hello investors, welcome to the channel. For today's video, I'm going to show you when and also how to pick up LEAPS option. Now, if you're new to option trading, then LEAPS option should definitely be added as a strategy in your options portfolio. This could not only get you paid right now, it could also have an exponential return on your portfolio. If this is something you want to consider, or you're new to trading and you want to add options to your portfolio, then you so happen to stumble onto the right video. Welcome to Investment Gains. Let's jump right into it. Welcome back, investors and future investors. My name is Tim, and on this channel, I show you how I use my portfolio in order to make consistent income. For today's option strategy, I'm going to show you how to buy LEAPS, when exactly is the right time to buy LEAPS, and how to use these LEAPS options in order to make gains right away. So, you guys know how we do it. Let's go ahead and get down and dirty with options. So for today's option strategy, we're going to go ahead and use none other than NVIDIA. So let's go ahead right away and we're going to open up the NVIDIA option chain. Okay, so here we are on the NVIDIA option chain, which is this area right here. What this area here does is that it gives us enough information in order for us to make an informed decision. Now, what is a LEAPS option? A LEAPS option stands for long-term equity anticipation securities. What the LEAPS allow you to do is buy a long call with the intention of that stock gonna be increasing as time goes by. The whole point of buying a LEAPS option or a long call is to give yourself time for the trade to go in your favor. And with LEAPS option, most of the time the trade goes in your favor. One thing you need to remember, always choose a good stock. If you were to choose a stock from the S&P 500, then you most likely cannot go wrong. Now, before we go ahead, always remember, always do your own due diligence before investing. And most importantly, always make sure you have an exit strategy before entering into any options trade. So let's go ahead with the LEAPS option. So I'm going to start off by showing you how to get into LEAPS option, and I'm going to end the video by telling you when is the right time to get into LEAPS option. So we're going to go ahead now to buy and call, and we're going to choose our expiration date. Let's go all the way out. I'm going to be going with the expiration of December 19th, 2025. So as you can see here, you have 326 days until this particular option expires. Let's go ahead and we select that. Now that we've have our buy and our call and we selected a strike date that suits our fancy, now we're going to go ahead and choose the strike price. In order to maximize the use of this option strategy, it is highly advisable that you choose your strike price below the current share price. And we will be going with let's go with the 110. So the 110 strike price right here. And you're going to see, because we're going to be buying a call, we're going to have to pay. The amount we're going to have to pay is going to be 28.70, which works out in real life to be 2,875. Now, the prices is going to be fluctuating because as of making this video, the stock market is currently open. Now, why is it 2,875? Well, that's pretty simple. Every option contract is multiplied by 100 shares. So you multiply your cost price, 28.75, by 100 shares, and that's going to give you $2,870. Now, why did I decide to pick up this LEAPS at 110? And no, it is not random. Well, I decided to do that based on a couple of criteria. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open up the Greeks to give you a bit more information. Now, in the option chain, you have a secondary information source, which is going to be known as the Greeks. What the Greeks does is that it gives you additional information to help you make an even better informed decision. So as you can see here, the Greeks. So with your Greeks, what I'm going to bring to your attention right now is the open interest. Now, if you're new to the Greeks, please let me know in the comments below. I have no issue making a video about the Greeks, but let me give you a quick crash course. This is your delta. And if you're selling options, delta and theta is going to be your friend. And let me tell you why. Your delta is going to measure the movement of the stock either up and down based on a dollar price increase or decrease in the share price. So let me break it down to you in real terms. If the share price were to go up by $1 to $118, then your delta is going to go up by $67. So that means your entire option or your entire option portfolio is going to increase by $67 and vice versa. Now, theta measures time. So each day that passes, the theta is going to tell you how much time decay that the particular option that you have is going to be increasing or decreasing. And that's going to depend whether you're a buyer of an option or a seller of an option. Open interest on this particular 110 call is 21,395. This means there are 21,399 transactions or 2,100 and 395 institutions or retail traders that have this particular option contract open. So that's the amount of people that have confidence in this particular strike price. Now, as a reference, I'm going to go over to the next strike date, which is going to be January 16th. I'm going to show you the exact 110 strike price. Okay, so here we are on the exact 110 strike price, and look at the open interest. It's like half. Hence, I chose the December 19th as opposed to the January 16th. Now, let's go ahead and get back into our original call. Okay, so here we are back on our original call, and we're simply going to click into it. And as you can see here, a long call. So by buying this long call or LEAPS option strategy, you're of the mindset once again that the stock price of NVIDIA is going to be going up over time. So while you're waiting 326 days in order for the share price to go up, your overall portfolio is going to be going up as well. But those gains are only going to materialize over time. What I'm going to show you right now is how to use this LEAPS option in order to make money right now. So let's go ahead and we're going to switch over to the strategy now. We're going to go to sell and call. And now we're going to choose our strike date. Now our strike date is going to be way closer in, and we're going to be going with, let's go with February 7th. So what we're doing right now, we're going to pretend that we have a LEAPS option. What the LEAPS option does is that it allows you to control 100 shares of the stock in order for you to sell covered calls. When you go ahead and you add a covered call option strategy to a long call or LEAPS option strategy, you get an entirely different option strategy, which is called the PMCC or the poor man's covered call. So let's go ahead now and we're going to choose our strike price. And our strike price, we're going to be going ahead and choose it above the current share price. As usual, when selling covered calls, based on my own personal risk tolerance and preferences, I like to go with a chance of profitability of above 80%. Now, if I were to pick up NVIDIA, which I do not have in my portfolio, it's going to be one stock I would like to keep in my portfolio for the long term. So in that case, I would go ahead and choose an even higher chance of profitability than 80%. I would even go for the 90% chance in order for me to continue making money and keep this option in my portfolio. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to select this, and then we're going to be making $100 on a bi-weekly basis. As you can see, the strike date here is February 7th. So that is how you use a LEAPS option in your portfolio, not only for you to get stock appreciation for the long term, but you can also use a LEAPS option in order for you to get money right now and make either a weekly, a bi-weekly, or a monthly check. That all is going to depend on you. So when is the right time to buy a LEAPS option? Well, as you guys can see, as we started the video, NVIDIA is down right now. Now would be the worst time in order for you to pick up a LEAPS option. In order for you to pick up a LEAPS option, the best time to do that is when the stock shows clear signs that it's starting to go up. As you can see right now, the stock is still going down. So all you need to do is just wait a while. Once you get those clear signs, then it's time to strike. And that is how and that is when you buy a LEAPS option in order for you to grow your portfolio exponentially. If you have any questions about LEAPS option and how they can best be used in order to grow a small account portfolio, then let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. If there's anyone out there trying to grow their small portfolio, go ahead and share the video with them. Let's help as many as we can. Thanks for watching and keep pushing your investments.